Where do you find your actors?
It'll be a variety of things. Actors Access, Breakthrough Services. I've done enough now where I'll ask other actors to refer actors. And that's been a really great thing because not every actor can play the part, right? I'll give you an example of where that happened. And Counterpunch was my 5th film. We were casting a grandmother, and I brought in an actor to be the uncle. And he says, I got a great actress that I've worked with in New York who would be great as the grandmother. And I go, who is she? So Yvonne Cole. And I'm like, I'm not familiar with her. He's like, she's been in the business a long time, but she's going to be booking something very quickly. I mean, very big soon. She's like, but I think she'd be great. She was the first one I ended up casting in that film. And we brought her in and we read like almost a full year. Well, we initially had the initial funding. She came in for that table read. She was that character. And then when that funding fell through, we had the second reading for that. And she stayed with the project the entire time. She's on Jane the Virgin, which just ended a 5-year run. And just amazing woman, amazing actress. But there was someone I got from another actor. Oh, wow. It was Yvonne Cole. And yeah, so it's a combination. It's a combination of things. Sometimes I see a play, or if just watching TV, just paying attention. Like I've always said that the way for us to get through writers or directors and actors is to supersede the process. You know what I mean? If a show is relying on casting directors, well, who they're going to bring in, right? They have their own people they're going to bring in, and maybe to weed out everybody. There are all these systems to weed out people. But you may be weeding out a diamond in there. And my attitude is like, I want to see everybody, and is that time consuming? Yes, but that's how I found my actors.
So you've written scripts for film and now you'd like to add television?
I'm looking to get into directing television.
Directing, okay.
Yeah, I really would like to. I mean, I have a pilot that I've written that I would like to get made. It's about the LA riots. It's an honest portrayal of the LA riots in Los Angeles, so it'd be very difficult to get done. But in the meantime, my focus over the last 3 years has been television. Just after you've done 7 feature films, I love it and I still would do it. But I just, there's so many things. I've been more inspired by television right now than what's happening in cinema. So that's where my focus has been, And plus, it's like that thing too, where when I was first starting out, I shot my first feature on an XL1, a Canon XL1. Nobody was doing that at that time. So I felt like, okay, cool, you're putting yourself in a class, right? Where you're not doing what everyone else is doing. And then after I made my first feature, I was like, well, no one's done a second. So my thing was to do a second. So my thing was always to put myself in a category where I didn't have any peers. And so now I'm in a place where everybody I know is making a movie because they can. That's a bad place for me to be. So I don't know a lot of people that are getting into directing television because it's very difficult. And even with the diversity talk, that again, like I talked about earlier, that's on the surface, but underneath, there's not much changing. So that's what I'm finding, because I don't have an agent. I'm reaching out directly to showrunners, and I'm reaching out for shows that I'm right for. And the good thing on that is I get people that will reach back. They may say no right now, but they're saying, keep in touch with, I love your reel, keep in touch. I can't believe you don't have an agent. I can't believe you're not directing TV already. I can't help you right now, but keep in touch. That's a win. That's a win. If I get a showrunner, if I reach out to a showrunner on social media and they send me back their email, that's a win. Even if I don't get the job, because maybe I'll get the job next year. We'll see. We'll see. We do an interview again and I'm directing some television. Let me put that back. Let me do that again. Yeah. Maybe we're here next year and I'm directing television. Who knows?